And the wrestler that is leading the match at the end of the 15 minutes will be declared the winner. We have from Scotland, Scott Jones. From Weymouth, Brandon Lee. And from Chatham, K.M. Lane. 15-minute timer, commence wrestling.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I am the voice of Rumble Wrestling, Aeron Nix. Welcome back to the Ding Community Centre. Thank you very much, of course, to our MC, our compare for the evening, Stephen Barker. We have something very special on tap right now, a very unique take on the freeway dance. It's a triple threat match. KM Lane, Get That Bounty, Cat 22 Zone, Scott Jones from Scotland, and of course, the undeniable Brandon Lee. Triple threat action with a twist, however, because this is not one fall to a finish. It is unlimited falls. It is Scramble Rules. And whoever picks up the final pinfall when the time runs out will be declared the winner of this triple threat match. And it looks like the two young stallions from Joel Redmond's academy, Brandon Lee and Scott Jones, are going to pair up against KM Lane. But KM Lane's having none of that as he's firing up in the corner. The energy, the absolute charisma, the enigmatic, fantastic ability of KM Lane as he works both men in the corners, and now just teeing off of Brandon Lee in the corner. He knows he's got to fight hard here to survive. One of the preeminent favourites of Rumble Wrestling's audience. Big European upcoming Scott Jones there, and one to Brandon Lee as well. Ducks under the clothesline, comes off the ropes and just clothesline Scott Jones to the floor. Once again, backs him into the corner. Referee Matt Wilson is going to have his hands full. Keep in order in this one. Beautiful Stinger Splash like mentality from KM Lane. Just building up steam. Nobody builds up momentum like Catch 22's own. And Mike Bird would have had a hand in training that ferocity. Beautiful drop kick. The elevation there sends Scott Jones to the outside. It's a long way back to Scotland, especially if you can't pick up a win, and you're certainly not going to do that by being on the outside. Now Brandon Lee, 6'4", 240. Look at this absolute powerhouse, this young stallion, teeing off on KM Lane in the corner. Huge Irish with the velocity in KM Lane's neck, and head snapping against the turnbuckle. And Brandon Lee very much enjoying what he's doing. Look at the sheer size, the dominance of this individual. Just towering. I mean, it takes something special to tower over someone of KM Lane's size and ability. And Brandon Lee right now is doing that. I'll talk about the future of British wrestling. It's in very good hands of all three of these incredible young men, especially the two men going at it right now. Beautiful leapfrog into the springboard crossbody from KM Lane. That's what brought him to the dance. If I had a nickel for every single time I've seen KM Lane do that, I'd have a lot of nickels, I can tell you that much. Brandon Lee, however, cuts him off in the midsection in the European uppercut. Sends poor KM Lane right into the corner. I tell you what, no love lost with these vicious strikes. Oh, look at the athleticism. Beautiful code red like roll through from KM Lane. And I tell you what, he had Brandon Lee pinned there, and Scott Jones interrupted. That unholy alliance paying dividends, and KM Lane has had enough of that nonsense, and now he should not turn his back on Brandon Lee, who takes advantage and picks up KM Lane into a huge scoop slam. Big scoop slam, almost spiked the head of KM Lane. You can see that as he's sucking in air. That debilitating nature. An average scoop slam would hurt a standard human being in any sense, but when it's delivered by a man of Brandon Lee's size, oh wait a minute, KM Lane with a small package there. He's got the leg hooked as well, and KM Lane has an early pinfall lead here. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen.
That's the first fall to KM Lane. So as it stands, KM Lane is in front. Continue wrestling.
KM Lane currently in the lead, and a gorgeous suplex to Brandon Lee. And of course, it's not how many pinfalls that count, it's about getting the last one, but it certainly doesn't hurt from a mental standpoint to pin your opponent again. Talk about the psychology, the mental acumen of KM Lane, who of course trained by the incredible Mike Bird at Catch 22, that vaunted wrestling academy. I mean, you want to talk about training the next level. Oh wow, look at that backdrop from KM Lane. bending his knees, using that momentum, and now building to splash. Potentially, Brandon Lee in the corner, and in he goes again. Stinger splash mentality once again from KM Lane, who Irish whips him into the corner and looking for that face buster. And oh wow, got caught coming in, the momentum, and just got crotched in the corner. As we mentioned earlier, the training of these men, Joel Redman and Mike Bird. Those are the two individuals that train these three men in the ring. Of course, Mike Bird training KM Lane out of Catch-22. Joel Redman with his brand new magnificent wrestling academy has trained Brandon Lee and Scott Jones, and I tell you what, that's paying dividends right there. That mean streak combined with that level of training, that can only spell big problems for anyone who's in the way. And right now, KM Lane is in the way, currently leading this contest. Of course, as we mentioned before, the individual with the pinfall when time runs out will be the winner. Scramble Rules in this triple threat contest. Again, the Unholy Alliance going to work, and a double back elbow from Scott Jones and Brandon Lee. Oh, extremely happy with their handiwork. And when it's 2-on-1 in a triple threat mentality like this, you can afford to turn your back on your opponent. And now Scott Jones just raining strikes down on KM Lane. Nothing fancy about that, just some classic Glasgow brawling technique right there. Scott Jones telling this crowd to be quiet, taking a nice little well-earned rest, at least in his eyes, and this crowd not impressed with what they've seen. Brandon Lee, of course, when he first started Rumble Wrestling, he seemed to have such a great attitude, seemed to have such a great upside, but it seems that the mentality is shifted, and now him and Scott Jones are just teeing off. Both of these men used to be so well liked, and KM Lane just batting it from underneath, looking to, wow, deadlift German suplex on Brandon Lee, and oh man, Scott Jones cut him off in the past, not allowing him to build momentum with that basement drop kick into the corner. Look at the eyes of Scott Jones, look at the mentality, the shift in mentality. Last time out he was here, beautiful swinging net breaker. Last time he was here, he came up short against the can, but the crowd were vehemently behind him. And I tell you what, he doesn't seem to care anymore, and he's just picked up a pinfall.
That's the second problem of this match, and it now means Scott Jones is in the lead. Scott Jones is in the lead. Commence wrestling.
Right now, Scott Jones, as you heard from the MC, Stephen Barker, Scott Jones now firmly in control in the lead. And if this match was to end right now, Scott Jones would win this triple threat match. But it doesn't end right now because it's a 15-minute time limit, and there's still a long way to go. Scott Jones knows that as he violently Irish whips KM Lane into the corner, and now looking at him with a beautiful standing suplex. Easily the smallest man in the matchup, but Scott Jones is wildly beyond his years, and he's got strength to boot. Beautiful pop of the hips.
We're halfway through this contest, and Scott Jones is in the lead.
Call from Stephen Barker. 7.5 minutes on the clock in this 15-minute contest. And now the urgency begins as KM Lane hits Brandon Lee with that beautiful drop kick. And now he's looking to wear him out and put him into the corner once again. And there's a spinning heel kick. Another fantastic signature maneuver for KM Lane. But again, the triple threat dynamic, and of course, the somewhat handicapped dynamic right now, as Scott Jones just spikes KM Lane into the canvas with a DDT. These two men and their alliance right now paying dividends, and KM Lane cannot build any momentum because once you deal with one, the other comes into play. The undeniable Brandon Lee, and of course, Glasgow's own, Scotland's own, Scott Jones going to work. And poor KM Lane, who needs to be out on his feet, and look at him trying to fight from underneath once again. There's the small package. And he's, oh wow, Scott Jones just down. Brandon Lee now, again, working on top. Of course, KM Lane just not build that momentum. And Oshigoroshi right across the knee. My God, the back of his knee. And Brandon Lee takes control.
That's the third fall. And into the lead is Brandon Lee. Brandon Lee into the lead.
Yes, indeed. Scott Jones doesn't even know where he is right now, and I don't think KM Lane certainly does after that violent Oshigoroshi, that nasty, nasty suplex, and then just dropping him across the knee. Imagine the torque and the pain as your neck just comes crashing down on somebody's knee. 6 minutes to go is the call from Stephen Barker. Right now, Brandon Lee is in full control with a European uppercut on KM Lane. And Scott Jones still trying to find his balance, trying to work out where he is. And looks like he's slowly regaining consciousness. This match is frenetic, it's fast-paced, it's hard-hitting, and Brandon Lee knows that. Look at that, just nothing fancy about that, just a violent headlock across the middle rope. Look at that, choke the life out of KM Lane. And while he's remonstrating with referee Matt Wilson, oh look out, Scott Jones looking to sneak. Oh wow, hello. A little bit of a malfunction at the junction between these two. Brandon Lee making it clear to Scott Jones, I'm in charge here, I'm leading this match. And as far as this unholy alliance goes, I'm the one who's going to pick up the win. And this, of course, is where their little tactics, they could fall through. And Scott Jones just letting Brandon Lee know. It was just a quick rush of blood to the head. There was no malice in the eye. I find that hard to believe. And now KM Lane using that opportunity as these two are remonstrating with each other. Firing up on Brandon Lee. Big clothesline. Beautiful clothesline. And then again, once again, taking the undeniable Brandon Lee off his feet. And a big scoop slam to boot as well. And now KM Lane can build momentum. Oh, man. Once again, every single time. And that super kick from Scotland downtown from the flats. Right on the button, knocks out KM Lane. 4 minutes to go, and now Scott Jones looking to take advantage with a beautiful brain buster. And oh wow, KM Lane, I am amazed that he was able to get his shoulder off the canvas before the count of 3 there. Brandon Lee still in control right now, still in the lead of this matchup, but it's Scott Jones who currently has it all to do, but he definitely has the momentum in his favour. Looks like he's taking a rest now while also remonstrating with some young members of the audience. I'm not sure how wise that is. You've got to pay attention because time is running out in this triple threat scramble style match. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, the man with a pinfall when the time expires will be the winner.
3 minutes to go. 3 minutes.
Just 3 minutes. That's your 3-minute warning, ladies and gentlemen. Now KM Lane. Oh, wow. That was a sharp right hand and one in return. And both of these men teeing off on each other. And, of course, KM Lane again. Here he goes. Looking to build momentum once again. Takes Scott Jones' head off with that lariat. And now the go behind and a lariat to boot on the undeniable Brandon Lee, who's all wobbly-legged. Peanut butter and jelly time for Brandon Lee. And now KM Lane looking to build momentum, but he's running out of time if he's going to capture a win here. A big splash in the corner, and now he Irish whips Brandon Lee into the corner, comes off, and a beautiful textbook bulldog facebuster like maneuver there through KM Lane. Is that going to be enough to take the lead in this match? No, it's not. Brandon Lee just shoots his shoulder off the canvas. Brandon Lee desperately trying to hold on to the lead here. KM Lane now teeing off on Scott Jones and a beautiful snap suplex. Is that going to be enough? No, it's not. Just 2 minutes left, and Brandon Lee, I don't think he was meant to do that. Inadvertently, he broke up the pinfall, and in doing so, his momentum took him under the bottom rope and to the outside. And now he's flat out on the hardwood floor, it would seem. That is not a good position to be in. With less than 2 minutes left in this match, it's currently one-on-one, Scott Jones and KM Lane, but both men exhausted. And oh, look out, Scott Jones with that nice little kick. He's got some educated feet, that young man. It's KM Lane inside the corner. There's the flying, rising knee lift. Look out. Just, oh wow, okay.
I'm winning! What are you doing?
Oh boy. You knew it was going to happen eventually. 90 seconds left to go, and Brandon Lee just ferociously remonstrating with his supposed friend for this matchup, Scott Jones. I'm the one who's winning. I'm the one who's in the lead. You need to know your place. Oh boy. A lot of disrespect there. You've got to question whether Scott Jones is going to take that level of disrespect. There's just a minute left.
I meant to win this. Hey, look at me.
Oh boy.
Look at me.
Oh, yeah, I'll tell you what, you knew this was going to break down eventually. Egos were always going to get control of these two men, and now Scott Jones and Brandon Lee are teeing off at each other. There's There's just 45 seconds left to go, and a double clothesline, and both men are down. And look out, KM Lane seems to have arrived like a spring chicken out of nowhere. He's got all the energy. He's got to do something quick though, because time is running out. And there he is with that beautiful line saw across both men. Just seconds remaining. KM Lane has to get a cover. Is he going to get a cover? Oh my god, it's frantic here. 20 seconds left to go. He's covered both men and he's got him. KM Lane's got a pinfall. 15 seconds to go and KM Lane has just got 10 seconds left to survive. Look out, Scott Jones are going to try and get the win from under his nose, and KM Lane has done it. KM Lane, that's the joy, that's the madness of the scramble. KM Lane has picked up an astonishing win here in this triple threat scramble match. Right at the death, the Lion Salt pays dividends. Your winner, KM Lane.